Thank you, Kevin. We need to change the way Washington does business. In fact, we ran on an agenda of changing the way Washington does business. And right after that election, where the American people said that they want a check and a balance on the Biden administration, where they want to change leadership in the House, we see Washington trying to do that same business one last time right before Christmas by bringing this omnibus appropriations bill that nobody's seen. As Kevin pointed out, just a handful of people at most are writing it right now. It's still not even available for anyone to read, and yet they want the ability to go and bring that on the eve of Christmas because it's a sign that Congress failed to do its job. The Democrat House, the Democrat Senate, the Democrat White House had all year to get funding taken care of by September 30th. And of course, they blew through that deadline and asked for another few months. Right before the election, they surely didn't want to be accountable for what they knew they were going to do, so they kicked the can again till after the election. And in fact, we whipped against that bill because we knew that was their intention, to bring a big, massive spending bill after the election is over because they didn't want the American people to see all of the money that they were going to be spending on pet projects, on things that have nothing to do with getting our economy back on track, at focusing on the problems that are crushing hardworking families all across America. And that's why we oppose this process. We have to make Congress be more accountable. We have to make Congress do its job on time again. This is not the way to do business. We need to scrutinize the billions and trillions of dollars. Just look at Joe Biden's 2 years. He's spent about $10 trillion on things like paying people not to work, giving out checks to prisoners, the Boston bomber. People are fed up with all the waste that's going on, and then they don't have the ability to even see a bill before it's brought to the House floor. This has to change. We're going to change it, but they shouldn't do this on their last gasp right out the door before Christmas. And so that's why we're opposing this approach. Now I want to bring up our conference chair, Elise Stefanik.